Hi Codemates, welcome to Code for a Few Bucks. Today we are going to program a Python automation script that automates committing and pushing to a Git repository. So, without any delay, let's go. First, you need to install GitPython library by using the command pip install GitPython. Now, let's import Git, OS, and time. We need OS to interact with the file system, and time will help us generate timestamps for commit messages. Let's define our path and commit message. The path should be an absolute path, and by preceding it with R, you don't need to change any backslashes or anything. Pretty amazing, right? Then we will need a repo URL, which should be the URL that we are going to clone and work on. Also, you have to add the name of your repository you are going to clone at the end of your local path. Now, for the commit message, I think it is best practice to use the date and time as the commit message rather than just typing first, second, and 1,000th commit. Now, let's check if the directory exists and contains a valid Git repository. If the folder does not exist, then let's clone the repo and load it in the repo variable. If the folder exists, but is not a Git repo, then it initializes one. We are checking if Git is initialized by looking for the .git folder. If neither of these cases is true, then just load the repo. After that, let's change the working directory to the local path, so all Git operations will run there. Then, let's check for any untracked files and add them explicitly. Now, here's the trickiest part. I don't know why, but the Git library we are working with does not track empty folders. So, what we are going to do now is check for empty folders and create a .gitkeep file with some placeholder text to add them to the tracked files so Git can recognize them. If you don't want to do it, you can skip this part because in a project, we're not going to create an empty folder unless you're a psycho. Okay, let's start. Just follow my code for now. After you have completed it, you'll understand what I did there. Now, for debugging reasons, I will print the status, which is also good practice. Now, the final and easiest part. Let's commit and push it to our selected origin. Okay, let's commit first. Who the heck named it committed message? Let's rename it as commit message. It sounds better. Then we push the changes to the main branch. Right now, the script is set to push to main, but I challenge you to modify it to let users choose a branch, push to it, and even create a pull request automatically. Of course, we also handle errors properly. If no changes are found, the script prints. No changes in the repository. Okay, that's all for the coding part. Now let's test it. This is the repo we are going to clone. It has 3 text files named 1 to 3 and 2 new folders. Let's run it. Oh, come on. I just felt good that I coded something without any errors. Let's fix the issue. Okay, it's just a capitalization issue. The W has to be lowercase, and now it should work. Oh yeah, it worked. It cloned the repo into my folder, and now let's make some changes. Inside my new folder 4, I will add 2 new folders and a text file. Okay, I made the changes. Now, let's run this again. It tracked the files and folders. Okay, it pushed to the repo. Let's check the repo. Yeah, it worked. And let's go to new folder 4. Let's go to new folder 2. You can see the .gitkeep file, which is generated as the folder is empty, but you can't see it in new folder 4 because it is not an empty folder. Okay, codemates, that's all for this video. If you made it this far, like and subscribe. It is not going to cost much for you, but it means a lot to me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.